Welcome to this series where we are playing Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival. Now, I can't say Reforged Eden 1.8 anymore because if you look up in the top left-hand corner, you will see we are now on version 1.9. This was released on the 20th of December 2022, but it's worth noting that 1.9 is the version that's in the base game. And I don't think yet that the scenario has been actually fully updated to 1.9. And there was a message when I loaded in saying that the Reforged Eden 1.9 won't be available for a couple of days and recommended not to start because obviously some of the changes of the 1.9 update may not come through into Reforged Eden. And of course, quite a lot of the changes in the 1.9 update won't be active in this Let's Play anyway. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole update, but I just want to talk about a few interesting features. The first one is that we've now got new armor. If I come in on the tab here, see we've got quite good looking armor. Quite interesting. When I first loaded in, it had the old armor and then it updated. And you can see we've actually got this suit here. And I don't know if I can go to there. You actually see we get a new jetpack and this half light. I mean, it's pretty cool looking armor actually. And I think the jetpack's been updated as well. Don't quote me on that, guys. Now, the next thing I want to draw your attention to, and could be a little bit of an irritating feature, is you see that I don't have the helmet on at the moment. If I go back to first person view, you'll see that if I press here, we don't get the light doesn't turn on and we don't get night vision. To do that now, you've got to put the helmet on, and I don't know if you saw the fringing come in a little bit, and now you get the light and the night vision. So that's a change in this 1.9 update. There's also been changes to gravity. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but one of the consequences of that is that you can jump slightly higher with the jetpack like that. I don't think it's substantially different, but it's one of the more interesting things. Where there's been another interesting change. If I put a weapon on, we walk forward, you'll see the weapon stays in its position, but if I press shift, you'll see now the weapon comes in against the chest when running, which has a possible implication that if you're running in advance, and I don't really want to shoot, but I don't know if we... Oh, it was still cut out quite quickly. I was a little bit worried about the fact that there might be a bit of a delay if you're advancing running forward. Now, on the basis of running forward now, if you try, you no longer get a boost when you are running backwards now. So the idea of retreating quickly backwards may not be such a good defense anymore, so it's something else that you may want to be aware of. Now, there have been some changes to weapons, but it's a bit difficult to show the weapons to you because of course we're in Reforged Eden. Now, it does mention let me just take a quick look, an SMG, which is what we've actually got in here already. There's also a laser SMG, which could be quite cool, which I don't think is in here because, as I say, the weapons are redefined as part of Reforged Eden. There's also a change to the combat in the fact that the Xerax and the Cyborgs now have bullet spread, which I haven't been able to test it, but the impression I get, what that means is that when we go, especially going up against Cyborgs, we won't have this every shot hits hard every single time. They might actually miss occasionally, although I wouldn't want to stake a whole attack on that basis. Life could get a little bit interesting. Now, the other major change is that there's a lot of the POIs have either been updated or replaced. Looking through the release notes, some of them relate to Akua, but I do think that there's also been a change to the drone base. But of course, those won't take effect on this map because the galaxy is generated when you start a new game. And to me, that's another kind of I can say incentive to restart, which I talked about in the previous video. But we're not going to restart just at the moment because I want to be absolutely sure that if we're going to be playing Reforged Eden or Star Salvage, that they have been updated to the 1.9 update and they're fully compatible. And there's a whole load of bug fixes and that, which I'm not even going to talk about. So I think that's probably enough about the 1.9 update. I think I've covered the main points. And what we're going to do is just get back into the ship, because in this part, what I want to do is carry on with the main mission. And what we've got to do now is actually return to the water tank. The one problem I have, guys, I've got a couple of sealed crates here, which is a story mission item, but I'm not sure whether I still need to carry those. We've also got the repeating crossbow there as well. And before we leave, I just want to look at so what we're going to do first is we're going to jump in the cockpit, and the ship just moved then. And we're going to head for the water tank. Now, I can guarantee you that the mission that we're going to be doing in this part is the convoy. Now, if any of you have not done this, the mission where you got to attack the convoy, and we've got to do it by stealth. Now, this is probably one of the most interesting kind of standalone missions you can do in Reforged Eden, because this one and attacking the drone base, because they are slightly you can say eccentric. They can also be pretty dangerous as well. Now, I've only ever done the convoy twice, and both of those have been on planets where there's been trees to hide behind and the terrain's been flat. And I'll be completely upfront, I'm a little bit nervous about doing it on Ningus, looking at this terrain, because what you've got to do is stay pretty low to the ground. But hopefully we'll strike lucky and the convoy will be in a nice kind of open area in my dreams. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go to the ruined tank, and I'll see you once I get there. So here we are, we're just coming up on the ruined tank. I'm just trying to keep an eye out for any grey drones or anything that's going to be around. Not that it's going to be a big problem, we've got our shields on. We're just shooting at something. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Like, oh, we've got the top twig on the tree and it's shooting in that direction. I just wonder whether it's actually a... Right, Commander, keep an eye out on Khaled's position. Right, did he come back after delivering the ammunition? Firm Commander, he failed to deliver the ammunition to the ziggurat as planned. He returned into the village moments ago. Right, we just flattened a tree. Oops. If we can now flatten the tree, so if we can land, yeah, I think we got a good landing point here. And we'll just go down here. We're in Talon territory, so we can't put the light on. So we're going to have to remember to keep the helmet on now, which is a bit of a contradiction when you're on a planet with oxygen, but in the same way it makes sense, because if you can imagine the helmet, the light is mounted on the helmet. You can't do anything. Okay, let's talk to Khaled. The ziggurat is safe. What happened? You're injured. I ran into a random patrol on the way back here. I was careless. I thought they'd pulled back to their patrols for all the attacks. I don't need to worry. I've already used a trauma kit. Well, if you say you're fine, I'll be fine. Like I said, nothing to worry about. There's another transport inbound from Rendo. Oh, moved too quick. You have to stop them before they get here. I plan to systematically take down each of the fortifications that were out of time. We aren't prepared for a frontal assault, so we have to go in with stealth for this one. The drone base. Are you insane? The base is the most heavily fortified structure on the planet. It's an entire... No, it doesn't. Not anymore. The cycle ago, when your vessels appeared in orbit, one of the Xerex corvettes. So new ones are put up in this place and made from the wreckage of the old one. Looks impressive, but it's the serious deficiencies caused by parts of the corvette to fill in the gap. Oh, It's a bit too close. I got a bit too excited there. Anyway, I watched them build the thing, and I scouted the place a few dozen times. It's not impossible, but it must be done on foot. Why on foot? We're going in for stealth. If you want to get shot out of the sky, there are worse ways. The reasons you need to go on foot is because the turrets used the drone were taken from the Corvette. They were never designed to fire a downward angle. It makes them virtually blind when covering anything shorter than the exterior walls of the base. The real problem will be getting inside the walls without climbing over them while this shield is active. That's where the cargo shipment that I sabotaged comes into. All right, what's the plan? Plan is broken up into two parts. The first is to move on foot with the cargo transport. The second part is to sneak up to the drone base, also on foot, place the demolition charges against the rear wall and blow your way in. You won't need to take down the shields or scale the wall. You should be safe the whole way. Once inside, we'll make our way around the outside while you disable the shields. From there, we'll make our way inside and take over the base. Simple. Yeah, you've got to be kidding me, guys. I don't think that you thought this plan through very well, Caleb. There are a lot of... Yes, there are. But I've scouted the place a dozen times, so even watched them build the place exactly as I say. First thing first, we need to get those charges. I sent the location to where the convoy stopped to your AI. We approached to 500 meters. You're either by ship or wheeled vehicle. The convoy is some kind of turret on the drone. The convoy has the same kind of turret as the drone base, which is so long as you're on the ground, it won't be shot at. You need to be on foot to avoid being spotted by the ground troops, or you end up being attacked from both sides. You have silence weapons. Charmer also gave me a crossbow. It should be quiet enough. Plus, I always wanted to use one of these things since I saw Keith with one. Oh, okay, good. Contact me in radio when you're 500 meters out from the convoy. I'll start from the opposite side. I may be a little late since I'm still recovering. May the spirits guide you. Okay, already seen that one. So what we're going to do now is attack a convoy with a crossbow. Oh, look at that rock there. That's why I couldn't land flat. Right. So we're going to need to do some preparation for this. I just want to look at a few things. Okay. We'll close the door up for the moment. Onto a small vessel. How many? I think, can we put a med station on the... Okay. And we got oxygen station. How many? 300 CPU. I think that would still be too much for the SV. Let me just take a quick look. Well, no, we got a little bit for... Not sure what you guys are actually firing at. Right, so what we're going to do is make a med station for the... As far as I know, the med station will also act as a clone point. I think health status... We've got everything we need for that, so trauma station. Oh, the other thing I did after the end of the last part is I went round and repaired the thingy bobs. I don't think this can go, so we'll put this on building supplies. Yeah, my inventory is getting a little bit filled up. It's not so much the capacity, it's all the different items. So there's not enough space or slots for everything. So put the wireless on. And we'll see if we can find somewhere to put this on the ship. It should fit quite neatly. Sometimes I find it a little bit awkward to get into. I can that fit against the wall there. I think that will be what that should do, is give us the spawn point, but I will back my odds. Make sure. What I will do is we're going to put this stuff into not the silver shade light, but reforged. Put those in there as well. Right. Check the CPU. Yeah, we're just below the CPU level. Maybe I need to look into putting a turret on here as well. Let's see. Small vessel. Didn't realise I had so much spare capacity on there. Be nice to have a minigun turret. That's 1,000. No, we haven't got enough for that. No, we don't have enough for a turret, unfortunately. Anyway, let me just go and we'll move up to wherever the convoy is, and we'll see how this will go. Don't think there's anything to harvest just at the moment. But ship thrusters on. Right, it says the Xerax convoy is 7 kilometers in that way. So what I'll do is I'll see you once we arrive. It seems we've run into a drone. Let's just level up here. Might as well go and loot him. Said he's expanded my ammunition. He came out of nowhere actually. He wasn't on the radar or anything, but I'll see, it would give us a chance to fly the ship a little bit. I was actually thinking that we're going to fly over the UCH wreckage. So I think what we'll do is we'll stop and also hit the UCH wreckage. We've got a little bit of energy, some cobalt alloy. Just level the ship off. Put down here. Thrusters off. Straight down into here. Yeah, the UCH wreckage is just over there. It's a kilometre away. It's in the direction we got to go. So I think it'd be quite advantageous just to drop in there and loot it out, because although doesn't have fantastic loot, it will be useful for some things. Let's get into here. Just land close up alongside. Like that. Thrusters off. Got my 4. Just offload. I think we'll put that in there, and this we can go into the ammunition controller. I'll put what I will do actually is put the core there, and then in the Mercury Forge we'll put this and this in here, because of course we're going to have to lose some of this equipment when we actually attack the what we call it. So I think we'll take out the medication. Now this may seem a little bit risky, but I can guarantee you that there's a very high chance that we're going to get actually killed. Anyway, I think that's enough for the moment. I'll sort out the rest once we get closer. Yeah, there's a very good chance that when you do the convoy, you actually get killed. Oh, I can hear arachnids or something around here, so we have to be a bit careful. Oh, we got to destroy the core. Like well. Oh, that's just the creatures in there. We'll just get into here. Core is up here. Oh, so we can jump through the full height jump, can't we? Is it? Falls through here. There it is. So, like that. I mean, there's some grow plots down there, but I don't think we're going to need the grow plots. And we'll put the core here. So it's going to be a very quick loot. So up it there. Point at the building. What we'll do is steal all the oxygen. The whistle, general supplies, 505. The fuel, devices, see what we got. The vessel, we've got some safety in plates and ammunition controller. Glass. So there's going to be nothing particularly spectacular here, but we'll take it anyway. Plain energy signature. I think we have to put that in junk. And the carbon substrate would be nice, but actually we'll put everything else in. Got some ammunition that can that in there as well. Freezer. The food is going to spoil. Fridge, not to worry about that. Industrial cargo. More back to junk. Certainly going to have to put in a furnace or a deconstructor. Start trying to get rid of some of this stuff. I'll shove it all in here. Pitfalls container. Food, that would be quite useful. Heat signal. So that's about it for general loot. I mean, the thrusters aren't going to be much use because they're actually thing, but there's some good what we call it's down here. We hook to capital vessel. Just get that to here. I think that's the patrol vessel. We can't hang around here too long. Salvage the fuel tanks. Get out of the way. There's more. Have to get used to this new configuration. Okay. Right, I think that's enough. Into the ship. And we will be on our way. So not a vast amount from the UCH wreckage, but as they say, every little helps. Okay, so here we are. We're just approaching the Xerax convoy. Looks like we're... Ooh. That could be interesting. We've done the unknown artifact. Some iron. And the terrain isn't going to be flat. We have to try and find some flat terrain here. Get up over the mountains. I think I sneaked in and did the unknown artifact, didn't I? Did I get... Oh, we just shot ourselves a... Try and ease in on... Not going to be an ideal parking location, but I think we'll be okay. Right, let's just take a quick look outside. We're a little bit further away than I was hoping I would be. But we got an infected again. Yep. I thought I saw a what we call it here. Or they all no, there's an oh, here's the left what's left of the bodies that I the creatures that I flushed out of that before. That is a Gigas, okay. So we've definitely done this thingy here, the unknown artifact. Okay. Right. This is not going to be easy because this is not flat terrain. So we can't get much closer than this with the CV. So let me just unload. What we've done is we're probably going to have to go in with the MRX 5. Like that in there. This can go in small construct. Going to raw food. It's all vegetarian type stuff. Okay, got a spare sniper rifle. The xeno material can go into that in there as well. Right, don't need food, so that can go into food and meds. So keep the night vision goggles. I've got a horrible feeling we're going to need the drill. So, and I'm also going to need the tent as well. Let me just see, where would that be in general supplies, won't it? Take a tent with us. Okay. I want to take the tent with me as a backup. Right, we just get on from top to the mark. Right, we've got to approach within 500 meters. It's going to be interesting. Right. That was a bit closer than... So stay low, yeah. Staying low here is going to be a bit tricky. Like to get a little bit closer if we can. 150. That's 135. No, that might be... No, I think we're... have to drop down in this little gap here. Now this is going to be very tricky because the terrain is not level. And I'd give you a top tip here, guys. This is the point where if you've never done this before, this is where you drop a save. And I think what we'll do is we're just going to do a bit of adjustment here. I don't want the core because we can't really core this place. We've already dropped off the multi-charge. I'm going to put a tent out as a second backup because I can't remember exactly whether you can go back to. So that gives me a spawn point. Hollow pistol, right? We're going to trade the hollow pistol for this. We're going to put the crossbow, split the number of bolts that we've got, like that. Sniper rifle we probably won't need the shotgun. It's a bit spaced out a bit like that. We're going to take the ammunition. I think we won't need the multi-tool, but I may need the drill because we're gonna have to drill through the mountain to get that there. We shouldn't need that, and we should be in range, so we won't need the medication. Just would like to get. Let's have a look over the side now, very quickly. Keep the drone low. Yeah, we're gonna. It's where I could do with a what we call it. I've forgotten. Brain's a bit numb. This is where I could do with a mining ship. Right. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to have to create our own low point by mining through the side of the mountain here. On the bright side, we're going to get some ice chunks. We need to go down quite a long way. Right, guys, I'm just going to mine through here and see you once I made some progress. Welcome back. I've now dug the tunnel to the convoy, but I got about 253 ice chunks, which filled up the MX-5. So what I've done is I've taken those back to the capital vessel, and we're just going to get through the tunnel. Quite a long tunnel. You can see here I went a little bit too deep down here, so I kind of got through here and started to get up along here. It gets a bit narrow in some places, and what I've done now is started to go up in a series of steps to be able to gauge the depth below the ice. One of the nice things about doing this on Ningas is, I say, you do get the benefit of mining through ice, and also because you've got that gap line there. Oh, I think we're there. How far away are we? Yeah, we're 17 meters. I was trying to find a hole in the roof where I dug up. Not that it's important, but there it is there. So it shows how close we are to the surface. So in theory, what we should be is right next to the convoy itself. I just want to make sure this is fully loaded. We also need to make sure the crossbow is loaded, because technically we got to take them out with the crossbow. Looks like we're actually right underneath the convoy. It is not too bad, actually. We're just gonna this might be a little bit inconvenient. Well, we'll just keep going in that direction. Yeah, right, we're right underneath the convoy here. That looks very much like a track, so I'd like to create a bit of a kind of a firing step there. So we can we use the, if you get a headshot with them, you can get rid of them. I'm actually running a bit low on food, so where am I? Let's get into the tunnel a bit. Okay, we're outside of range of yeah. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run back to the ship, heal up, and get some food. I thought I'd brought the rations with me, but obviously not. In here and use the mid station. And of course, what I want to do is keep one of those. That in there, and we got another 42. Station again. It's fully loaded. Crossbow. Reload. Maybe just tidy this entrance up a little bit. You can get in here a bit quicker. Where are you? Okay. Reload again. Ah! No, 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 no. Yeah, I couldn't afford not to risk that. There's two of them, a bit antisocial. Luckily, we've got the tent, or we should have the tent. Yeah, survival tent. Right, I think the guy will be in the trench. So this is the reason why I put the ammunition on the, actually on the toolbar. So we'll just, yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. Always the problem when you fight in trenches and underground tunnels. You can get a bit disorientated with respect to what's going on, but we're okay at the moment. We got a few of them down. Can't remember how many you've got to kill, but I think as long as we don't hit the actual turret, that will be okay. Gotcha. Reload. Move forward. Retreat. Reload. Got the backpack with me. Oh, he nearly killed me. Right, just retreat a bit back. Reload while we heal up. The guy just in there. You can... Oh, wow. 2 of them. That wasn't fair. That was definitely not fair. Sniper rifle. Here's... I think I shot the ice rather than the... Annoying. Although I had a headshot, I think that I actually hit the edge of the ice, which ruined my first shot. If I'd got the first shot in, I wouldn't have died that time. Eggs are in the way. Got you that time though. Back to the... I think because I had nothing in my backpack. I was like, there's still a few of them around. What we're going to do is we're just going to forward, grab you, retreat a bit. If we can get in logistics range of the SV. And we're right in there. Get rid of some of this stuff. So we got an empty inventory again. Got you, didn't we? Yep. There's still somebody wandering around here. We're here. What we got? I got delayed by a few patrols. Clear the error that's made. Yep. We shouldn't have any problem with the turret now. We just need to make sure that we've got all the hostiles, making sure that we don't fire at the convoy itself. I think we got them all. Yep, I'm pretty sure we got them all. I think this is the area. Oh, I've actually come up in the right area. We've got these switches here, but we'll wait for Khaled to show up before we do it. Can't remember what direction the ship is in. That direction over there, but we'll probably go back via the turret. The tunnel, sorry, not turret. Oh, where are you, Khaled? Khaled, I'm here, but I can't see you. I'm in the inner side of the communication vehicle. There we are. I don't know if we have to talk to him. Where the hell have you been? I took the most of the transport guards out on my own. I got delayed by the drone flying over. I wasn't prepared for the drone to pass by. Let's get busy. Let's get this over and done with. Decide to come back. See that black box on the back of the lead vehicle? There should be demolition charges in it. You will need at least 6 charges to be successful at the drone bay. So I think it's this one here. Demolition charges, yes. Oops. We've got a Xerax rocket launcher. I think there's other loot stuff here as well. Bring 6 demolition charges to Khaled. Got the demo charges. You also found a sweet looking rocket launcher. Do you want it? I found one in another box, so keep it. I found a few charges myself, but not enough for the missions. Hand over the demo charges. Wait, you hear that? I don't hear anything. I hope you got your rocket launcher. Yeah, but I haven't got any missiles. Right, there's drone overhead. I haven't got any ammunition for the rocket launcher. I say it. Let's put the rocket launcher on there. No, okay. We'll do it with a sniper rifle. Put some spare, set some spare transport on the. I think there's extra ammunition in here. I've come this far, I'm gonna loot things. Don't I get any demolition charges? Here we are. There's my demolition charges. I don't know whether not functional. Okay. We got everything from this one. Nope. Snag this lot. It's a fuel tank. Not. I'll have a rocket launcher in there. Take the Xerox rocket launcher, even though we haven't got any ammunition for it. Oops, wrong one, wrong way. I think that's about it that we can get from here. I think everything else is gone. So what we're going to do now is pull the demolition charge to which I think we pull that. Right. We get down under the tunnel and we'll go back out the way we come. Occupied while we make our way. I think the base actually blows up, but I don't think we actually destroy the turret. So what I'm going to do is just get through the tunnel and then we'll get back to the CV, and then that will be it for this part. Here we are, we're back to the SV. I'm not sure where the drone base actually is. I think the game is still right. So the drone base is 1.3 kilometers up over there. Thrusters on. I think we destroyed. There it is. There it goes. What you can do is, you get in, now the base is destroyed, you get in here really quick, you can get the remaining loot, what little there is. That's about it. And Khaled's going to stand there kind of looking pretty self-opinionated. Let's put this in the fridge. But the thing is, we got quite a nice flat area here, which, well, we got lots and lots of drones and stuff around here. Okay, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to leave this to the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. I think getting in there to get to the drone base is going to be interesting, putting it mildly. What we'll probably have to do is go around and possibly try and approach from the north, but it sounds like it's all surrounded by support turrets. So I think we're going to be doing a little bit more underground mining in the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.